You know what? Pamu has really outdone themselves this time. What you're looking at today is the Pamu Z1 headphone earbuds. But see, what really gets interesting is that these things have a lot of features that a lot of other products have, but at a very higher price. So it makes you really wonder, will these things live up to their promise? Or do we just have duds in a box again? Now, as far as presentation is concerned, this looks very, very nice, very premium. It's got a rainbow holographic effect, sort of like a Pokemon card. And of course, the way a lot of people do, it replicates the Apple design, although not as smooth. Now, some of those standout features that we were talking about right in front of the box, you got your active noise cancellation. Typically you see that in headphones over $120. Dual microphone noise cancellation. Again, you don't see that in a price tag of about $80. And low latency. I mean, how much of that is really true? We're gonna test it out and find out. Now, they do have different color options, but on the box, nowhere does it really say which one you're getting. On the back though, there is a sticker that they put on there and it tells you the color, whether it's aqua blue or this other pair that we have, which is abyss black, which we will be giving away. When you open it up, that is exactly what you see. Now, it does have a great presentation. The only thing, and you can see it kind of fell off on its own, it came wrapped in this little plastic thing, really kind of diminished the overall feel of it. Now, your headphones are wrapped in that blue line all across. Very nice design. Go ahead and we'll zoom in on this for you. It has a little tag on the side that says Pamu. And when you open them up, it almost looks like candy. Tic Tacs, a breath mint, something like that. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I think it looks different enough to actually be worth talking about. Now, another thing that's a little different about them is the actual design. They look like pills. Kind of reminds me of the Samsung little bean ones that they came out with not too long ago. The biggest difference is they have the pill, but they still have the full earbud design, which is really nice. These are also touch, so you'll be able to use a lot of the features like skip forward, skip back. Don't see it in a lot of the other ones. Before we go into pairing, let's see what else comes inside this box. So there's a finger hole, and you kind of just pull everything out all at once. Foam we're not gonna need. Whoop. And inside this box seems to be everything else. Now you got a box within a box. You got your paperwork, your charging cable, which actually is a USB Type-C. Nice leather carrying pouch, and some documentation which we'll get into. What the hell is in this box? And a nice little touch with the extra additional earbuds, in case you want to change those out for a more comfortable feeling. The first quick start guide is to update the firmware on your earpods. Next is the manual, which pretty much looks like a college workbook because there is a ton of pages in this. We're gonna skip that because luckily we have a quick start guide and that is pretty much all we need. So what this quick start guide really is, they're showing you exactly how to use them more than anything. The double taps, how to turn on the noise canceling feature, which by the way, I am very excited to try. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and give these bad boys a shot. Now the biggest question with some of these is usually, is there a power button? And I'm not seeing one, nor am I seeing an indication of any type of light that lets you know that they are on. Now, what most of these have is a little sticker on the side, and it's actually preventing them from charging. So what you're gonna wanna do is take off that sticker for both, and we're gonna allow them to charge. And something cool that just came up is you have this light on the side that just turned on. So we're gonna give it a few minutes to let those headphones charge so we can pair them to our device. Okay, so I spoke too soon. They actually had absolutely no charge in them whatsoever, which is pretty much expected at this point, though. A lot of them don't come charged out of the box. But I did notice though, as I was charging them, the little tab on the side was glowing. It was a nice touch. Now, when you take these out, what you'll have is some very faint lights right at the top that you can barely even see just because of how bright it is in here. But they're blinking red and blue, alternating. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our settings, put these in. That's a beautiful fit. That's one of the snuggest fits I've ever had, and it's extremely comfortable. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit the Pamu Z1 on our phone, and they are connected, and a female voice just spoke inside my mind. It was a little seductive, but don't get caught up in her voice, gentlemen. Don't get caught up in her voice. So what we're gonna do now, I'm not sure if the noise cancellation is already part of this. We're gonna go ahead and turn it on. Okay, so now it's on, and my voice sounds a little bit more muffled. There isn't as much echo in the room now that I have these on. It does seem like you have to push them in a little bit more if you feel like you don't really get the full effect of the noise cancellation. Push them in a little bit more and you might get it. But it's lacking a little bit. We'll test it out with some music though to see how it does. Now, in order to turn it on, I pressed the right one. I pressed and held it down. the lovely and seductive mistress that I have in my ear came on and said ANC noise cancellation turned on. Now, if you do it on the other side, you would think the same thing would happen. It does not. It actually activates Siri if you have an iPhone. Now, if you have an Android, I feel sorry for you. No. If you have an Android, I'm sure it's gonna trigger whatever the alternative to Siri is. With that being said, I wanna try some music. And what I really look for in headphones when I try the music out is two things. I wanna know how loud the bass is, and I wanna know how clear it is. Now, call me a bass junkie if you will, but it's a pretty important factor when it comes to these headphones. So we're gonna take it back a little bit, and we're gonna go with Linkin Park, Paper Cut. And what we're gonna do is we're not gonna start off at the beginning, we're gonna cap it off at the full max amount to see how loud they go right from the get-go. It's pretty loud. All right. I mean, it's very loud, we'll give it that. It's very loud headphones. It doesn't seem like they really capped off the sound as a lot of these other ones that we've reviewed on this channel that I've mentioned before in the past. It's one of the big problems that I see in headphones. It seems like they could go a step louder, but they somehow just stop at a level that they feel comfortable with, so that way maybe the headphone doesn't pop. I don't see the problem with this one, extremely loud. However, we gotta test it up against something else, something with maybe a little bit more rhythm. And for that, I mean, I'm gonna be a little selfish with this one because I do like Kingdom Hearts and I love Skrillex, and they just happen to come together in a song called Face Your Fears. Let's see how the dubstep is. Okay, I think I know exactly where I stand with these, but we gotta give the benefit of the doubt, and we're gonna play one more song. And if it's all right with you guys, with your permission, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it back. We're gonna go to the early 2000s, back in the good old days. We had some of the greatest songs come out. You know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying. Darude Sandstorm, let's do it. Now, as far as the headphone, we've come to the point where we know exactly what they sound like. Now, here are the positives. As far as clarity is concerned, 10 out of 10. As far as sound is concerned, 10 out of 10. Price, you're looking at a very solid price for exactly what you're getting. Noise cancellation, I would say, is about an 8.5 out of 10. Is it exactly what you might be looking for when there's a child screaming on a plane and you want to zone out and go into your own fairy tale wonderland? Pretend like you didn't buy the worst seat on the plane? Is it gonna do that for you? Absolutely not. Will it damper the unwanted sounds so that way you're able to drown in your own misery instead of having to hear other people? Yeah, absolutely. It'll do that for you. And with all the touch features that you have by tapping, pressing, or long holding on the actual headphones themselves, it really does make for a very interesting package that a lot of people would be happy with. Now again, if you are somebody who's looking for something that's more top of the line, then I'm not sure why you are watching this video. Ultimately, you have a very solid product. Pamu really has outdone themselves. I commend them for giving us a new design that we have not seen with anyone else. As you can see, the light comes on telling you that they are charging right now in this moment. And due to that, you have to respect that Pamu is really pushing the limits of what a headphone really is. And for that, we applaud you. So if you ask, should we buy these? Absolutely. Nothing has concerned me as far as reliability. And that's what you should really be looking for in a headphone aside from good sound quality. So the Pamu Z1 slides should definitely be something that you're looking at if you're looking for a high quality headphone that has noise canceling features and can blast the hell out of your eardrum with loud, high quality music. All right, well, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash that like button. Leave a comment below if there's any other products that you'd like to see us review. And make sure you check out all the other videos on this channel. We review headphones, speakers, and a lot of other electronics that you might find on Amazon, Target, Kickstart, Indiegogo, and anywhere else that a great product can be found. Oh, you're still here? You're the real MVP. Thank you for watching. Until next time.